Hello, hello. Welcome back to Three Slips and Silly Points. You got your favorite cricketers. You got Raj at second slip, Chai at first slip, and where am I this
Put
time?
you at cow corner.
Mm.
Get the high catches on the boundary.
I'm at just a silly point
Alright.
nearby with silly points. Still there, still there. We've got a lot to talk about. We obviously missed one of our episodes because we were quite busy and weren't able to shoot recently. But there's a lot of cricket going on, boys. There is a lot. There's a women's cricket. There's today we'll be talking about England and Bangladesh, and hopefully if we get time, the Afghanistan South Africa series, which is
Oh yes.
oh my god. Someone rewind back and they gave Afghanistan. Someone said, "Give Afghanistan a world tour." Let's just say this pretty much proves it. And if we get time, we'll talk about the Australian England series, which it's going pretty good. So let's kick off with India Bangladesh. India just keeps killing it. They are just
Wait,
just keep
14 on a
killing it.
row.
14 in a row, yes. Oh, wait,
14.
but the thing is, I think the first innings they were in a tricky position.
Yeah.
First hour
Oh,
of that
yeah.
first innings, and I'm like, oh my god, the high
Yeah.
that Bangladesh walked into the series, that just continued.
Yeah. Uh,
It felt like if you didn't get to watch the highlights and just watched up till punt, it was just dropping like flies, right?
yeah.
Like Jaswell, some really good shots. Oh, that guy! Like I saw that. I don't know. Again, I don't know. It's not true in the second innings, but the Harsha Bogner said that for every test he's got a
Yeah,
nearly
yeah. But
50.
if
Jaswell.
every like at least one innings of the test match, he scored 50 or something like that. Yeah.
And
I
That
mean,
is unheard of.
fairly young
big,
career,
That
so
is
yeah, big 200s as well.
yeah, massive
And
hits.
the other
mm,
big thing with Yashasija as well is he's played most of his tests or all of his tests. I'm sure the stats guy's gonna fact check us from soon. Is at home,
yeah,
right? I don't think he's played any
yeah.
game outside, so he's pretty used to the subcontinent pitches.
Mm. I think, but that's really, to even have that record at a home game. So right to given that credit is a huge thing. Now the challenge is once he comes out to Australia, England, New
Oh, I think
Zealand, and
he
stuff.
played in West
That'll
Indies,
be a
right?
different
He did
challenge.
pretty
But
decent there. Yeah.
He played in West
mm,
Indies, and the stats guy may come
yeah,
back and say he played in South Africa too. So.
He's got a bit of overseas exposure.
ah,
And I think he's done
uh,
really well, and he sticks on the pitch for
he's
a
yeah,
while. So
yeah,
I watched the game
yeah,
live, right, and they did a bit of analysis on how his approach changes. So first
yeah.
innings, because we were in trouble, he left everything that was outside of off stump, right? So anything that was on fourth and fifth stump, he left it, right? The same,
Smart. Yeah,
and in the second
yeah,
innings when we did decent, and now he's like, yep, I have the license to play a bit of shots. He kept going for the massive booming drives, and that's how he got out. But the clear analysis of just like
yeah,
he knows that I can hit the ball
yeah,
here and I'm allowed to go for it versus hey, I'm
yeah.
in trouble, let me just leave the ball. Um, oh, guaranteed.
Great game sense, right? Already, right? For a young kid who's a lot of games in hometown, like
Yeah,
really great game sense.
yeah, early
What is
early
he?
early 20s,
22, 20,
very
early.
young. Yeah.
early 20s, early 20s. Yeah,
Oh, he got such a
Mr.
good ball.
Rohit,
He got such a good ball. Both
captain.
both
Uh,
first innings, he probably got
That's,
the best balls,
yeah,
and you just need a bit of luck to
yeah.
go your way, and he didn't have it. Sad life.
yeah, but
No.
that one-out boundary that came off his bat was so nice to
Oh
watch.
yeah.
I was so happy with the flow of his bat, and then so gutted to see him fall. I didn't
Yeah,
catch the first innings at all until Ross sends me a text. Thinking I'm in trouble. I'm like, Avi, what happened? And I was like, what did I do? Then I looked at the score, three down at the first hour.
yeah. Gill's
He
similar
got
start.
unlucky. He got unlucky.
Again,
He got unlucky in
he
the first
redeemed
innings.
himself, but yeah,
Like
Yeah,
you got
down
it.
down the
Yeah,
leg, he tried to glance it and just had a feather. Like To be honest,
Mm.
no one should ever get out on that ball because you can just leave it and it's not going to do anything. But people these days love to
Uh,
score. So they want to go for an easy four. That's fine league.
yeah. Every team's got their own version of baseball, or they want to call it that. Be like, yeah, this
But
it's a
the
test game. We can
craziest
smash
thing
it
for me
around. Yeah.
was Bangladesh winning the toss and giving the bat. Like I know the conditions were tricky, but nowhere
Mm.
near what they'll get on the last day or like in the fourth innings basically.
Yeah.
Like I mean, not that we even got to the fourth day,
Nah.
but actually I think
It's
we did get
Yeah.
to the fourth day, but yeah.
it's
No,
quite
we fourth
unheard
today.
of,
Yeah, we did fifth. We did. Yeah.
a visiting team winning the toss
40,
and offering to bat
apparently
bowl first.
first time in 42 years.
Oh,
How
dear.
crazy is that? Yeah.
So unheard of. Yes. Sounds about right.
Well, you know,
Well, I
Kohli
don't know if he's
unlucky again.
unlucky, sir.
I
I
think.
he did what he
Well,
always
actually,
does.
he reached for that. He reached for that. Like he
the
was.
number of memes that are floating around saying,
Did you see?
The one I sent where you got
uh,
I forgot the
I
actor's
mean,
name.
it's essentially, nothing. He should just be leaving that
Yeah.
ball, right? It's fifth, sixth
But
wickets
the thing is,
line.
in the second innings, I think he did start doing that. He was like, "Yep, yep, I'm not going to play anything."
Hmm.
And did you see the dismissal in the second game?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Uh, uh, he did
wasn't
not
sounding
realize
impressed.
that he
LBW.
had
Yeah.
edged it, right? So I think that's a brain fade moment where the ball hit the bat hit the ground pretty much at the same time.
No, no, no. The bat didn't even hit the ground. In this
I mean,
test,
if you,
in this dismissal, if you watch right, the bat didn't even hit the ground.
Hmm.
Like the nick when the spike happens, the bat's still in the air. Once the
uh,
ball is passed, and then the bat hits the ground.
Oh.
But like I found that
yeah,
whole like, and this is the
Yeah.
third time he's done this where he doesn't know if he's nicked it. It's
yeah,
like,
I
brother,
think,
come on.
both Siraj and Virat take reviews and are
Yeah,
unsuccessful. And when they don't take the reviews, it's going to
you're
cost
gone.
them dearly,
Yeah.
either their wicket or the opponent's
Yeah.
wicket. Did you see Siraj's LBW appeal? I think it was in his first or second over,
Nah, 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 nah. I
where,
didn't. I missed it.
again, one of those things,
No.
on wickets, appeal, not given. Roy's like, didn't ignore it. Then the
Oh,
replay
actually,
on giant
I did see it.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
I saw that.
Then the
Yeah,
replay
Yes,
on the
yes,
giant
yes,
screen
yes.
comes up.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
three wins.
pitching in line, hitting
yeah.
wickets. Commentators,
I think Ravi
don't show it
Shastri
to
at that time said
Siraj.
don't show it to Siraj, and then
I
he's like,
think
oh, they just show it to
more than
Siraj.
Rohit Sharma, I think it was Pant who was just like, nope, no way, this is
Nah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way,
So
no way.
essentially, no.
Because
Yeah,
they were saying he was going
everyone
down leg. They were
convinced Rohit
saying
not
is
to go
yeah,
for it, and then
Yeah.
similarly, even when Virat was given up, he was asking Shubman was
Yeah.
on the other side, saying, "Hey, what do you reckon?"
mm,
And I think the conversation went on like, "Hey, this is clear plum. You should probably,
Well, because
we're gonna
I
lose
think I
it."
think I
yeah,
think they said right, like Kohli was like, was it in line? He's like, yeah, I think it was in line. Did you hit it? Kohli's like, no, I don't think I hit it. Well, you're
Yeah.
gone. Get out.
And and the moment they
just walk off.
showed the replay and the Nick, did you see Rohit
Yeah, he was
Sharma's
like,
record? What?
Yeah,
Oh,
no, but it was good. It was fun to watch. Like again, probably for the first innings, not much. Second innings, he did quite well, but it was really good to watch him. His like the one handers, the pull shots, and everything. It like reminds of the Australian series where it was just he's like I don't care, I'm just gonna hit it, and he pretty much I say pretty much
but
because there
even
were
the miss
some
hits
missed
went for
hits, but
sixes
pretty much
though.
middled everything.
I mean, this is
Mm.
the strength of Shubman when he is in form. He hits so
Yeah.
hard that misses
But
would,
yeah, yeah.
even
Oh no, I was talking about
Punt
punt.
as
I
well. Right? Both
was
of
talking about
them
punt.
hit the
Yeah, yeah,
ball so hard that
yeah.
miss hits would still
So hard.
go
Yeah,
fair distance, at least not in the
yeah.
fielder's hands, unless punt goes with what
Mm.
we now call as punt shots. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys picked up in the commentary class. Another punt special.
Oh,
Uh,
and the
frankly
best
speaking,
So
after that first hour of play, when India lost three quick
mm,
wickets, and I'm like, oh my god, and then 140 odd, you lose, you lost punt, you lost KL as well, and I'm like, oh my
And
god.
Yeah.
that guy also threw his wicket away because in the first innings, I don't think the ball that he got was
Mm.
like amazing or anything. He just literally
Yeah.
just steered it directly into that guy's hand. It's at silly point, Randeep. You're the one who got him out.
Uh, yeah. I don't feel happy about it,
Randeep's
but
like, I'm
I'm
shocked,
rooting for
shocked. What?
KL to just
Like
have a
what's
good innings, but just to, yeah, just one hand there. But the two people who steadied the ship and gave us a really good lead, oh,
Wait,
watching Ashwin bat, oh my god,
oh,
it was
he
masterclass.
came out with
It was
authority too.
masterclass.
He was just like, boys,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know what pitch you guys are betting on, but this pitch is easy as. And he batted it like close to like run a ball until the end, until he got to his 100 pretty much.
yeah,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
the most important or critical decision or critical change in that whole game was the way both Ashwin and Jadeja came out, and they were not holding and trying to stay
Mm.
in the pitch. Rather, they took the
Just counter
attack
attack.
through the bowlers,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah,
that
true, true. Yeah, yeah.
eventually turned the opponents thinking, rather than applying more pressure and trying to, you know, go for the kill, they
Mm.
were now trying to defend the boundaries, trying to
Defending.
stop the flow of runs, and
Yeah,
they had to open up the field, and then that allowed them to sort of rotate the strike, and then
yeah,
eventually, I think once the two of them figured out, got a hang of the ball, they were like, nah, I put a prize on my wicket. Now
yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta get it, or else I get a century.
The thing is, the other thing is, when they
Mm.
came in, the ball was fairly old, and they made the most of that.
Yeah,
Because
that's
I think that the tricky part was the ball, right? Like when we first started the innings, it was overcast. Like they
Yeah.
almost said, like it always feels like you're batting
mm.
in England and not in Chennai. And just navigating that initial hour was crucial, and then that's where we lost our 3 wickets.
Yeah, and I think we always talk about Pujara's style of batting. I think KL started to do
Mm.
that, right? He dug in.
Mm.
He played for like 50 odd balls. I think him and Pant sort of made sure that the ball is all scuffed up. Ball they've taken out any
Mm.
advantage that the ball was giving to the bowlers at the start of day. And then, yeah, Ashwin and Jadeja capitalized on a
Honestly,
very, probably I should say, a tired Bangladeshi bowlers on a pitch that stopped supporting and a ball that
Mm.
stopped moving around.
I mean,
What do you think of this? I think again, which is going to be really disappointing for the Australia series because Pujara may not
oh,
like.
guaranteed
There's a
out.
high chance he
He's not
won't
part
be
of
in
it.
the
Like
team.
we need to
He's
make peace
But
with it. Nope.
let me have it. Let me have it. Let my give my heart some peace. Somewhere in my mind, in my made up mind, in my team, he's there. But to the point, KL Rahul could feel that to just dig in again. He not
The thing
decent
is,
start, but
but the
he could hold
difference
it for a
is, I
while,
feel like
right?
when KL does that, he's searching for confidence.
Mm.
Pujara's confidence builds when he does that. That's the
Yeah, yeah.
stark difference.
Mm. Yeah. And
um, yeah, I think
the
that's where the difference is. Like, I don't think Rahul's
yeah.
natural game is to sit on the pitch. He likes like he looks a lot better when there's no
Mm.
pressure around him and he can just like score runs a lot freer. Whereas you bring
Yeah.
Pujara in
Yeah.
at 300 for two, or you bring him in at 10 for two, he
Mm.
will take his 50 balls to score 20 runs.
Yeah. I thought you might have said 50 balls for one run.
That's, you can't blame the man. That's his natural style of
Yeah,
playing,
exactly.
and he's good at what he does,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Wait, are we
Like
talking
Raj
about
just
Pujara
mentioned,
Mm.
or Rahul?
Pujara
Pujara,
Rahul.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I mean,
Oh, okay,
he's
yeah,
known
yeah.
for that style of play. He's known as after Dravid, the next Test player that India could have
Mm.
is Pujara. So,
Yeah.
but on the other side, Rahul,
Oh, what a
he
gun.
looked struggling in that 50 ball innings in the first innings.
Yeah.
But in the second innings, like Raj, you were calling out, when there's nothing, no pressure around him, oh my God,
He
the
looked so good.
cover drives was
Oh.
so nice to watch, right? Dancing
And
2 steps down the track, drives.
and the thing is, he played the same shot same ball, but one went from left of the fielder and the other one went from the right of the fielder. The fielder
Yeah.
was like,
Exactly.
I'm out. Like
Uh,
at that point, they were literally just waiting for India to declare. They're like they weren't even catching the ball. They're just like, look,
Yeah.
they're gonna score the runs. I'm just gonna save my legs for the bat.
Mm.
yeah. Um,
And sorry, one more
Yeah.
difference there, right? Like with Pujara, when he defends and when he like camps out on the pitch, the bowler
Yeah.
gets demoralized because he's like, oh, this man's just gonna do this all day long. But
That's true.
when Rahul's doing it, it feels like, yep, I've got him. I've got him on the ropes. I'm gonna get him at some point
Yeah.
here. He's gonna try something, and I'm gonna get him.
Yeah.
But with Pujara, it's
yeah.
like, oh, he's gonna be here forever.
Yeah.
But
And so I was about to get to the bowlers.
sorry, before we get to
Hassan.
bowler, the other
Yeah.
Ravindra Jadeja, his innings alongside Ashwin. He comes in earlier than Ashwin, but Ashwin then suddenly takes over. Big sixes. Uh, but yeah, he's made sure that Ashwin he's been a decent contributor to
Mm.
that partnership.
Yeah.
Ashwin clearly stole the show on his home ground, but the contributions of Jaddu Sir Ravindra Jadeja is so good as well.
Like if he
They're a
lasted
good match whenever they
the
come
next
in.
day in the
Right?
morning,
Yeah.
I think our score would have
Mm.
been massive.
Oh yeah.
Because he didn't score a single run the next day, I'm pretty sure.
No,
And
no,
and
he
do you know
didn't.
the
He
do
didn't.
you know what the difference was?
Mm.
Yeah, do you
Yeah.
know
I think he
why?
got out in a couple of balls.
First ball back
Yeah.
he faced, brand new ball. Brand new ball. As soon
Yeah,
as the
that's right.
swing came in,
Brand new ball. They took a
moved
brand
a
new
little
ball.
bit.
Yeah. And it was that he just took a step back and it was an edge.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, guaranteed. I
But he
mean,
did his job,
we,
right?
at
He got us.
end of
Oh
that
man.
day, we were in the driving seat.
What were we?
There's
We
no
were
way anyone could tell us that, yeah,
we were
we're just
144 for
Yeah,
living.
6. Yeah.
they collectively, the both of them put together close to 200 runs,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that I was pretty happy when the total was over 250, and then it approached 300. And I'm like, all right, right,
Mm.
things are on our
That's
way. We
right.
are back to the driving seat. But at 144 for six, and I'm like, let's get across
Yeah.
200 to have a
Yeah.
decent fighting chance.
But go on.
Hmm. I think bowling wise, Tuskin, like
Oh, no,
again,
Hassan
he did
Hassan
quite
was
well.
where it's at,
Hassan,
man. With
Sounds
with
good.
with the with the bowling,
Hassan,
he
yeah,
opened
Yeah,
up the whole
yeah,
top order. He was so consistent
and
with everything.
yeah,
Oh,
one of very few visiting pace bowlers to get more than 3 wickets, or
yeah.
at least 3 wickets in the first session.
I I think it was the
It's the
first. I think this was the first person to
first
get a five for against
Bangladesh
India,
first
like in Bangladesh
Bangladesh
team.
player to get a
Bangladesh,
five
sorry,
for
yeah,
in India.
Bangladesh, yeah.
yeah, he was
Yeah,
so good.
and
Well done,
he's only the fifth
well
pace
done, Hassan.
bowler to get 3 wickets or more in the first innings or first
Wow.
hour of the day against India.
Mm.
The person that sits on the top is Dale Steyn, who ripped through Team India in 2008, gets 5 wickets, and India was bowled out for about 70, 75 ish.
In India, that's
That's
crazy.
in India, in Ahmedabad.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
But
he opened up. He pretty much,
but
every alternative over 5, 7, and 9
yeah,
got three major players, right? You got
yeah,
Sharma, Gill, and Rohit. Sorry, and Kohli. I
yeah.
mean, what is the best way? What other thing?
huge
What
players.
other
Oh
key
my
players
god,
you want to get
yeah,
out, especially when you're touring India in a
And
test?
and if you look at the 5 wickets he got were the top five of India. No tailenders or anything. He got the top five. Jaiswal, Sharma, Gill, Kohli. Um,
yeah.
Did he? Not Jaiswal. No, I
Not
yeah,
think
just
I
one,
he
forgot
got
yeah.
Sharma,
Bumrah.
Gill,
Not just one. He didn't get
Kuldeep
just one.
Pant,
He got Pant.
and
He got Pant.
Bumrah. Bumrah was his
Yeah,
fifth.
and
But
Bumrah.
I feel like
Yeah,
this is Bangladesh's
yeah.
best pace bowling
Good.
lineup I've seen because they've got
Yeah.
everything right. They've got
Oh
experience
yeah,
from Tuscan. This guy
yeah.
has consistency, and Nahid comes in with extreme
Mm.
pace. Like
And Hassan is not quick.
I
He's
think
like
he, he,
mid
he can
130s,
crank
right?
it to
Somewhere.
140, but yeah, his average will be about like high 130s.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's so
high
accurate.
130s.
He's so
Yeah.
accurate, and he
Now, good
moves
on
it
him.
both
Good on him.
ways,
Yeah.
in and out
Yeah.
both.
Correct.
Um,
Yeah.
but Nahid Rana,
Yeah.
man, the Thunderbolts,
So
140 plus every single ball, and
Yes.
so fit too, because
yeah.
he some of the spells that they bought were very long. Um,
Mm,
but that was also
But
their down
yeah.
yeah,
forward.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
go on.
say that their net run, so the bowling over
Over it.
rate
Yeah,
was so ridiculously low. The game went on an extra 30 odd minutes to at least hit that mandatory or bare
yeah,
minimum 80 over quota.
yeah, exactly. They didn't
They
hit the
could,
mandatory 90.
yeah, and this is gonna cause them to lose, or they're gonna be docked few
Oh,
points
really?
from the
In this game?
I'm sure the report's going to come
Oh,
out pretty soon.
okay. Wow.
There's got to be
And
something. Yeah.
it reminds
Yeah.
of, they're still in a good, decent contenders for WTC. A couple of years ago, Australia could not make it to WTC because of this
Yeah, 5 points.
overrate, and then they got docked few Test Championship points. But yeah, even three pace bowlers, and they bowl close to 40, 45 overs on day one out of
Yeah,
80, which is quite a bit and quite a slow. Ah,
yeah.
No. But Bangladesh's first innings, it's just they toppled.
yeah, sorry.
They
Saqib Al Hassan. I was expecting, I did say that he is a guy to watch out because he had a good
mm,
English game just before, visiting India. And then he got smoked
mm,
in both the
Oh, yeah.
innings. I was looking, first innings
yeah.
at a,
I feel like
at a run
first
rate
innings
of five.
understandable because like barely anything on offer for the spinners. But second innings, I reckon he should have done
Mm,
a little bit better. But yeah, he got hit that
He
six,
got
economy of six
in
in a test
in
match.
both the innings, and this, I mean, as much as there's nothing in favor for spinners, but getting hit by six at six and over, and that
yeah.
too, he was introduced after about four or five key players were dismissed. So
Yeah.
number seven and eight, Jaddu and Ashwin smoked him, and then Shubman and Pant smoked him in the second
Oh my
innings.
God. But Shubman looked so good when he was hitting spin. Like some of the shots that he hit when he
Oh,
stepped out and just took them over cow corner. Oh my
yeah.
God. It was so good to watch. And I reckon this will go a long way to build his confidence too. Um,
Mm. That's what I'll be praying for because the
no, he
poor
did
man has
decent against
not had
England. I think he
his
sucked
recent
in
games.
not suck, but he struggled in the West Indies, I think. That's where the problems were.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
But it was great. Like on India's second innings, watching Gill and Bunt.
well, if
Oh
we're talking
my
about second
god.
innings, I think for me they still declared about 20 overs too quickly because there's so much time. It's so much time, and KL Rahul could have batted.
Mm.
It's like a free net session because they weren't even fielding at that point. They're just like, we'll just wait for you
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, oi.
Couple of drop
There
catches,
was a
right? There was a
moment
couple
where
of
KL,
yeah.
kisses the bat, gets up from his
Yeah.
chair, and then sits back. Like, guys, come on, guys, please catch the ball so I
Like
can come in
he
I
and
saw
bat.
that. That was very
and
funny.
that's the sign, right? Like he was so eager to come back before even
Yeah.
the Cavs can be like, all right, boys, I'm
Yeah.
gone. I'm gone, and I need to get my runs in.
But
Um,
yeah,
and the other thing was, if they were told they were going to declare soon, we didn't go after them at all. Like the last ball of that over was defended. I was like,
they,
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
mean,
It was just a
to
different.
me, it felt there was a message. There was a drinks person that ran onto the field, and I thought, all right, we're gonna have 10 overs of explosive batting from this point. And then,
Yeah.
a couple, 1 or 2 hours later, and then Rohit declares. I'm like, either the message was not passed on
Wow.
accurately, or since then they must have done, Gambhir and Rohit and Kohli would have had a chat, or they were all smiling and kicking around. So silently, they're like, hey, it's only 40 odd overs left for the day. Let's go in for the kill. Let's probably hang it for the next 2 days. All right, change in plan, boys. Let's declare the innings.
because imagine if they gave Rahul maybe another half hour
Yeah.
and be like, just go, yeah, just hit it
Would have
out
hit his 50.
for however
Yeah.
long you want.
Easy.
Yeah,
Would have really helped his confidence. Like really helped his
exactly.
confidence just to
Bangladesh.
But yeah, again, Bangladesh second innings was. again, starts right up to
I think it's
Shakib. Just
first
starts
innings. The
really
top order could not start at all,
Well, I
and
think the
collapsed.
openers
Yeah,
gave them a decent start, right? Because they went on till
they
in
like
the
did. I
second
think
second innings. In
yeah,
the
yeah.
first innings, the openers were
Oh,
knocked
first
straight
yeah,
off.
innings,
yeah.
come on. Bumrah,
Yeah.
Bumrah was just like, I'm here.
That was a write off.
If you can bowl pace, I can bowl a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like, did you see Shedman's wicket or Shadman's wicket?
Top of off stump. He
Top of off
leaves the
stump,
ball.
and he leaves. And
Oh
when
man.
he
Yeah,
left,
the
the thing is that
one.
when he left,
Yeah.
you can't
Oh,
even see the off stump. All you can see is
And
just Bale go whoop. I'm just like,
yeah.
oh, it looks so good.
yep.
Yeah.
That was a wicket. But they batted well.
Oh,
In the
second
It's
innings,
60
second,
for no
second
in the
innings,
runs.
second
Like
yeah.
innings.
they were playing very well.
Um,
Second innings, sorry, yeah, second
to
innings.
me,
They
I
were playing
felt
very
in
well.
our second
But yeah.
innings, we sort of took things a little easy as well. It was, I would probably say it was not great batting, but probably a relaxed second innings approach.
Especially
Um,
especially Bumrah's like overs, the initial overs. I don't think he was as tight as he was in the first innings.
yeah,
Mm.
because he was getting hit fairly, and he's quite loose with his deliveries. But I felt it was more. We've got enough time. We got enough spin capability, and it's second innings wicket in India. I'm just here for some good time. Just bowl a couple of balls. Stand somewhere on the field.
Plus he didn't have to do anything in the second innings batting. He would have rested that whole thing, just
And the
chilled.
best is the best
But
is Ashwin's just like,
yeah, I got it. This
Oh,
this is
whole
my land. This is my land.
oh my god, man
Comes
killed
on.
it.
Yeah.
Six for
You know
88.
how
Just like
how
Oh my god.
how crazy is this? Where on his home ground, he's got 200s and countless five fours, and
Oh my
two
god.
instances of a 100 plus a 5-4 in the same game. I'm like,
wow.
he's now trying to think of what other records or what other benchmarks I could set
Yeah.
internally.
He's probably just like making cases to find out if he can play down under. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, Ash, that ain't happening. Unless you kick Jadeja in the knee and break his knee, it's a tricky place for you to play. But sorry, fun fact, I forgot to mention this. I don't know how you guys have been watching these games, but I've been watching it on Geo, and they've got this crazy ad going for India Bangladesh series. So the ad goes, the
I
ad's
haven't
like
seen.
interviews from
Yeah.
people from Pakistan, and it's like testimonies. It's like testimonies. They're like, oh, Bangladesh just beat us. We were favorites when they came here too. They've got everything. They've got bowling, batting, but in our hearts, it's India. It's India that we are all supporting. Please have our faith. It's so funny. I don't know. I
Wait,
don't
are
know.
these
They're all
real
just
people?
like
I'm a
cheering
little
for India in
scared.
the
um,
green
As
t-shirts.
in this the world that we live in, is this really good
I don't
generative
know.
AI?
Yeah, I'll send it over. But yeah, I find that crazy.
Yeah.
It's like testimonies of like
Yeah.
people from Pakistan. It's like they humiliated us. This, that. Please help us beat them.
Yeah. Oh man, India, like Indian media, they have like obviously, especially with cricket and probably some of the other
Yeah,
sports also, they have amazing
Waka
ads.
Moka.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
like the Mocha
uh,
Mocha is is the best.
it's
Is
probably the
the
best
best.
ad,
I think
and it's
hats
gonna
off to the
be the
credit team.
best ad for ages. And I love how they
Oh
carried that same ad and created a version variation.
yeah,
First the person celebrates, and then he tries to do it again from the past,
yeah, yeah.
and next his kids tries to do it. I'm like, "Mera purane abhi bhi baki hai."
generations. Yeah,
Oh man.
so funny.
Oh my god. So that's again that was a commanding win by India for first test. Like I don't, there's lessons to be learned, but I think they did really well. The next test
Yeah,
starts in
on
about
Friday.
what 5 days on Friday. What do you think if you're Bangladesh? What do you
Um,
do?
application with the bat needs to be a little bit more. I reckon their bowling's actually on point. Just
Yeah.
needs tight fielding.
Mm.
Um, and yeah,
Catches.
And hold your
yeah,
catches
yeah,
when you get a
yeah.
chance. Hold your catches.
Oh,
There's a
the
reason there's a
other
saying,
thing.
right? Catches with matches.
Wait, wait. The other thing.
There's a
Did you
reason.
see Shakib Al Hassan?
The
The little
grip.
thing, yeah, the little thing that
Yeah,
he
yeah.
like
Which one?
has in his mouth, and like, you know how
So, so
Oh, no.
basically, his head doesn't turn enough. So he's actually, when he's trying to strike the
Oh,
ball, he's falling over to his
okay.
left.
so, uh,
So to do that, he's put a band here. So until it is stretched completely, he's got to turn his head, and that'll allow him to stay straight and hit the
it's
ball. Some change in tactics.
I call it the Ben Duckett band.
Yeah, I was about
He's
to
trying
say.
to get
Like,
into it. It kind of explains he was in the he was in England. He was touring England, so must have learned some
so
tricks and
talk to
tips
him.
from.
Uh,
How do you do your chin
He's
across?
or secretively, Ben Duckett's giving in training.
as
He's like, "Look, at the moment,
Yeah,
don't try to copy me. Get a band. I'll train you. I've already mastered it. I know how to do it. That's no problem. Just get a
his
band.
I
That's the
think
way."
Sakib's trying to get a few tricks about how to play basketball against India from
but,
a team that could not play basketball in India.
but to be honest, I think he is the guy. Like, he's got so much experience. He needs to put it up. Him and Mushfiqur
Oh yeah,
Rahim need to like stitch up the big partnerships to get them over.
I think
Um,
overall, if you look at Bangladesh's squad, the bowling, like we've called out, is on point. It's just that batting that needs to come together.
yeah.
In their second innings, they've shown that when they stick in there, or when there are loose deliveries available, hit them, and then figure out a way to sort of stay on the
to be
pitch.
to be honest, I think getting 234 in the last innings is actually a decent score. The problem is
Exactly.
in
Mm,
their first innings when they got under 150. Now you
yeah.
need to score more.
Weren't able to give a
Wait,
start
that
to give a
innings when they
competitive start.
batted
They weren't.
was the best time to bat in the whole game.
Yeah,
Was the best time to bat in the
correct.
whole
Yeah.
game. So I reckon that time, if they
Mm,
had done a good job, it would have been a very competitive game because India would have been under pressure. If they had scored the same amount of runs, or a little bit less,
yeah.
or a little bit more, then they would have had the pressure actually like mounting up a score, and they wouldn't have declared it to 87
Mm.
then.
Yeah, correct. As in, if they like India saw that like they've got opens are doing well and everything, so they would have stayed in longer. And what do we tell India? Like obviously they
uh,
had a commanding win. That's a
I
huge
got
win.
nothing
What
for
Virat.
what you tell
India,
India?
but Kohli, yeah, Kohli needs to be like, sorry, this isn't a slap, this isn't a backhand. I'm doing a leave, like leave the ball.
Yeah,
No, yeah,
I
Virat.
think
I
yeah
guess I'm sure he's gonna bounce back.
Oh, guaranteed.
He,
The thing is,
he will.
it's
you could
Yeah,
already
essentially
he will
see
bounce
you
back.
could
Yeah,
already
yeah,
see it in the second innings. He
exactly.
left everything outside of offside off stump
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
alone.
to me, both Rohit and Virat are just that one innings away from getting back into that prime sublime form, that smooth flow of bat. Uh, yeah, I'm just gonna expect.
Mm,
Oh, so looking forward to a big score from both of them. This time, the youngsters have taken care of the job. Plus, Ash, I don't know, you can categorize, he's still young. He's like, what, 31, 32, 33, something?
Who's
Uh,
this? Who's this? Who's this?
Ash,
yeah, that's very young. That's
Ashwin,
very young.
Ashwin.
Yes.
He just had a birthday 5 days
How
ago.
old is he? How
38.
old is he? Are you
Ashwin, right?
kidding me?
Ashwin, right?
Yeah,
Ravichandran
he's
Ashwin?
38.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, he's very
Oh,
young.
it's 38.
far out.
Did you say he was 31?
I was
He's
thinking
very
it was
young.
31, 32.
Yeah, Chad
What?
said
Oh,
31.
That man's been around for.
And then I when he said that and I quickly back in my mind I was like, yes, that's very young.
Randeep
That's
doesn't
very young.
want to
That's
say
perfectly fine. No issues at all.
two episodes in a
I don't
row,
want to say
doesn't want to
anything.
call a 32-year-old old anymore.
No, that was in the
But
cricket
I think
sense.
for me though,
No, but I think in the next test, like as Chai you were saying, right? Like um, Rohit and Kohli, and we were always seeing glimpse of Kohli improving his what he messed up in the first innings. I think in the next test on starting on Friday, we'll obviously see how it goes, but I think they'll be watching those. Kohli reaching
you
for
what?
those wide ones, and
You
yeah,
what?
see
Oh,
how
with
Rohit does. Yeah. No, no, as in, that's what I'm saying. He would have they would have changed their game in the next
with
test straight
Rohit, he
away. Yeah, yeah,
literally got two of the best balls,
Hmm.
and you need a bit
yeah,
of luck
yeah,
to not get out to that.
yeah.
Um, cool. I think yeah, that's our wrap for the game review.
No, bro.
Sorry, this is episode 30, and I'm quoting 30 by Kohli in our next game. Century number 30 in the next game.
Century number 30. I was like 30 runs. Sir, come on.
Century. Yeah, I was like 30 at the start.
I can sense. I
Century
don't know
number
about a
30.
century, but something has to happen
Yeah.
with Kohli. At least a middling 50. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll start baby steps. Do a 50. Yeah, and then
Or it could be the opposite. It could be a daddy double. Oh.
that jinx it.
Yeah.
No. Thanks, guys. Watch our last video somewhere up here. Comment if you anything you guys want to pitch in. Let us know. Say hello. Tell if our stats guy was right. And if there any silly points you didn't like, let us know. And 31 and 32 is still young, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna hold that to my grave. But yeah, tune in for next episode, guys. Thanks again. Take care.